Man, John Ryan on to punt. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Jones now in motion left. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there around the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They give it to Rawls. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys work against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
They're here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Jones now in motion left. On 3rd down, Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get the football. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, Devontae Freeman scored the first points of Super Bowl 51, and he's got the first points here as he's in for 6.
And I don't want to be snarky here. It's going to come off that way a little bit, but that didn't work out so well for them in Super Bowl 51 against New England when he scored the first touchdown in that game. But I like what they've started with here. Now, here's the thing about Freeman. I love his game. Can run it inside, can get to the perimeter, can catch the football, pass protects, has an incredible passion for the game.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson forced out to his left. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Here's Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
In motion left goes Jones. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Cards there down to the 17. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Sanu, the man in motion right. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. On the keeper, here's Ryan. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Brooks Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jones now in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, here's Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. In motion left goes Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Fighting through, and he's got space. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Brandon, the best teams work together in all phases. The offense is getting help now from their defense. Why? An interception returned for a touchdown. Points on the board. The offense didn't have to be on the field. That's teamwork.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. They'll set up the screen for Freeman, and they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Jones now in motion left. In motion right is Jones. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Fielded just inside the 20. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there.
Make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it. Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call pass.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Leroy Reynolds in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Sanu, the man in motion right. Coming left, it's Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, You know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And some room to roam now. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give. Right side, it's Rawls. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for Jack. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. A handoff right to Rawls. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Ryan on first down. Pushes past him, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. In motion left goes Jones. To throw on third down, Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Ryan. And Gabriel's got it. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this hurry to run a play really fast, let the clock wind down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And, you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Sure. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got...
Styles on them like it's common sense. Hopped out the Benz like it's